Hey guys, I wanted to put together a short presentation on the methylation cycle because it can get a little bit complicated, so I wanted to go in a little bit more detail to help you understand. First, I want to talk about the methylation cycle and SAM. So we've already talked about how reduced MTHFR enzyme activity is going to result in reduced 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate, which is our main methyl donor here. So this reaction is going to be occurring right here. And without this reaction occurring with the coenzyme B12, we're not going to have the methionine synthase reaction occurring, which is happening right here. So therefore, we're not going to be having as much conversion of homocysteine to methionine. So we're going to have a buildup of homocysteine, which I already talked about is a cardiovascular risk factor. And with the decreased methionine production, we're not going to have enough methionine to feed into SAM. So methionine and ATP are combined to create SAM. And what I like about this depiction is that it shows you right here where precursors are going to be coming in and methylated products are going to be coming out. So SAM is another important methyl donor in the body. And so here we have precursors that are going to be going in and then the outgoing methylated products. So with decreased MTHFR activity, and decreased, it's going to lead to decreased conversion of homocysteine to methionine and then decreased production of SAM methylated products. So these are all really important in the body, and as you can see that this genetic mutation can then affect a lot of cellular processes. So here is a depiction of the conversion of homocysteine to methionine in a methylation reaction. So I like this because it kind of shows you the simplicity of a methylation reaction. The only difference between these two molecules that we have is the addition of the methyl group. And so up here you can see we have our sulfur group, and then down here all we've done is with methylcobalamin we've added a methyl group. So it kind of really most methylation reactions in the body are going to look something like this, and it's great because it's it shows you that such a small change can result in a completely different molecule that has completely different roles in the body. This is a depiction of a methylation cycle. So I like this one because it gives a little bit more detail on the folate cycle side. So here we have tetrahydrofolate, and above tetrahydrofolate there would be a couple other reactions and conversions that are occurring before we got to tetrahydrofolate. And so then we're going to go from tetrahydrofolate to 5,10 methylene tetrahydrofolate, and then right here with our MTHFR enzyme we're going to be converting to 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate, our main methyl donor in the folate pathway. And so then this is going to feed right here into the methionine synthase reaction with B12 as a coenzyme for the conversion of homocysteine to methionine. And then you can see this cycle playing out here. And then the other thing that I want to point out too is SAM and SA are required with the combination of homocysteine, addition of serine as well, for the transsulfuration pathway and the production of glutathione. So glutathione is a really important antioxidant in the body, and so it's needed to reduce oxidative stress. It's a really potent antioxidant, and so a lot of the times people with the MTHFR enzyme, because these pathways are all blocked up, they're going to have reduced glutathione production, and so that can sometimes become an issue. The last thing that I wanted to show you was a methylation map. Don't feel overwhelmed by seeing this. It's kind of a lot. Let me zoom in here. So we're talking right here. Here's the MTHFR enzyme. Anything with a red star is going to be an irreversible reaction, as I've already said. The conversion of 5,10 methylene tetrahydrofolate to 5-methyl tetrahydrofolate is an irreversible reaction, which is why a blockage there can become such an issue. What I like about this is that it really shows you how integrated all of these cycles are into each other. So, prior we were just looking at just the folate cycle and just the methylation cycle. But you can see that there are a lot of other cycles that play in here. And so something like this, a methylation map, is something that a provider might use, if you were seeing someone who specializes in nutrigenomics, a nutritionist that specializes in nutrigenomics, or, a naturopath that's kind of focused their practice in this. And what they might use this for is to kind of see where your genetic mutations might be causing blockages on the cellular level. So if you were to get a full, genetic testing, like a 23andMe or something like that, they could look at the genetic mutations that you have going on and then see where you have blockages occurring, where you can support with proper supplementation and, bypassing certain reactions or supporting them properly. And what I also like about this too is it shows you all of the products that play in and out of all these cycles. And so you can see how when there's a blockage in one area, it's going to block something in another area, and you're going to have products building up, and that it can cause systemic problems in the body. So don't feel overwhelmed by this, but I thought that it was something that would be useful for you to kind of take a look at, sort of a bigger picture. So I hope that was helpful, everyone, and thanks for listening.